Hello and welcome again to our YouTube channel. In today's video from the Photoshop series, we are going to see a quick trick how to transform the pictures that we have taken for the moon through our mobile to these colorful pictures that we can share on our social media. Okay, so without any further, let me start directly. Okay, that's our original picture. We have three elements in this picture. We have the sky, we need to be blue. We have this forest or this plantation, we need it to be a little bit greenish. And we need the moon, maybe we like to make it on the gray side instead of the maize color moon. First thing, we will select, we will use the magic wand selection to select the sky. And we will expand this selection a little bit. Alt S, M, modify, E, expand with 30 pixels. It's okay. Then I will, with the selection of the subtraction, I'll click on the area of the moon to return it to its original size, not affect the area of the moon, only the borderline of the mountains. Then F7 to activate my layers panel. Okay. First thing, I'll make Ctrl J. That's to make a new layer. I'll hide the original layer. Then I will use the object selection tool to select this area completely. Okay, after making this selection, I'll make a new layer, Ctrl Shift N. Okay. And while on this layer with this selection, if you remove this, now I have this area. This area I can fill it with any color that I like for the sky. So we can, for example, we have C4E8 EE. That's light blue color. You can go for darker colors. For example, like this one. For example, you can say OK, and then you will select the bucket filling tool, and you will fill this area with the blue color. Okay, now if you turn your image, you can see that Ctrl D, you can see now that you have a blue sky. If you don't feel it real and you like to select this sky from an actual sky that you like, Ctrl O, we are going to open one image with a real sky instead of flat color, and I'm going to select Okay, I'm going to make a selection here, for example. Then Ctrl J, I put it in a new layer, edit, I copy this new layer, and then I return back to my original image. I make a new layer, then Ctrl V. Okay, I expanded to cover the area of the sky. Okay, and then I move this blue on top of it. I select again this area. Okay, it makes the right selection as usual. Now I move to the area of the new sky, and I invert the selection, Ctrl Shift I, and I delete it. Now if I hide this area, I have a blue sky. Now maybe that I like to dim its color a little bit because we are during the night. So I'm going to add curves layer. Okay, and this curves layer, I convert it to a clipping mask only to this sky. Then I open my curves again and darken it. Okay, you can go as dark as you like. Okay, now we have a dark blue night sky. Okay, which is coming from a real sky, so it gives you the effects that you like. So Now we will move to the next step. We return again to the original layer. Now we need to select the plantation. So I will go to the magic wand tool again. I'll click here. It selects all what looks like a plantation, or what looks like the area I had clicked on. To minimize this selection, I will go again to selection, Alt S, modify selection, but this time without not expanding, I will contract it. I contract it with 50 pixels, for example. This will limit the areas selected with the magic wand tools. I have subtraction, so you can go for a little bit subtractions. If it's too much, so you can Control Z, you return again to these selections, and you can use the quick selection tool with subtraction to remove the areas that you think is not related, okay, to your selection. Okay, and after that you go to Control G to make it a new layer. Okay, while on this new layer, I will hide the background layer. I hide this layer also, so we are not distracted. Use the magic wand tool to add to it. Okay, I think that's nice enough selection. Then I will contract my selection again with about 20 pixels. Then I make a new layer from selection. Usually the new layer comes on top of the old layer. I'll bring it underneath it, and then I will go now for a green filling, darker green filling, or darker green filling like this one. Okay, and I will choose the pocket tool and I will start filling. Okay, we can hide this one so we can see. I will fill the green areas which had been selected through my magic wand tool. Then I return this area again, and this time I will apply blending. Okay, now we will go for blending with the between the green layer and the top layer of the plantation. We will use from the options or from the layers here. Then we will check blend if, and then we will select green because that's one of the options there. And we are going Alt and click on this arrow to split it so we can change the tones of the blending. You drag it till you see that it's coming greenish, the area, and then you can drag the other one, the other half, to lighten it a little bit more or increase the effect a little bit more. Okay. Now when you turn your background layer, if you don't see that it is good enough, now you can change either the opacity of the green layer, or you can change the blending that you have done. First we will try with the opacity of the green layer. Okay, then you will see that we go to the top layer, which we blended with the green layer, and you can see this icon here, and then you go to the options, and then you select blending, and you change the settings of your blending till you find it adequate for you, or enough greenish for you. Of course, because the green layer which you had selected is a little bit transparent, so you can see that there are some areas that's having a different green. You can keep it like this, or just you can go to the eraser and remove it. The fine selection, either you do it when you are making the mask, or you do it when you are making the refining in the end. Anyhow, it's one step for refining the areas which has a mixing between the green color and the background color. Okay, I hope that looks nice now to you. Remaining one thing, you can go again to the blending after removing these areas, and you can increase the green color a little bit more till you find it adequate. Also, you can change the color, the green color itself, in the blending. Okay, now if you see that's enough, remaining one thing which is to change the color of the moon. Now you select the moon with the magic wand tool, you select it completely, you Control J to make it on a new layer. Then it's very simple, you will apply a black and white mask to it. Sometimes the black and white mask will remove the details, so you will go to the red bar and then you will drag it to the left to see the shadows coming clear. I hope you had learned today a nice trick that you can use it in adjusting your photos to make it available for your projects, your social media. Join our channel, activate the bell. See you in the coming videos with new tricks.